Hello, I'm Madison F. I sound like a boy, but I am a girl. This series is not movie reviews, but we're making exception because I wanna. So. In 1986, Tim Burton, Mr. Caucasian himself, was put onto an adaptation of DC Comics' probably most famous character and or comics of all time, Batman. Now, I'm not too insanely into DC Comics. I need to be, though, for the opinions that I'll be spouting today, which is why I've taken a step to at least research and actually read the comics whenever needed in this episode. So don't worry, things won't be just another Batman Forever and Batman Robin review. No, it's another Batman Forever and Batman and Robin review, but it's spouted out by a mentally ill girl who likes bright colors and really bad puns. If that gives you any sign of what's to come. Now, this project of a modern-day film adaptation of Batman by Mr. Burton was already bringing up some issues. See, there's this thing in 1989 called the Writers Guild of America strike. You know, it's good stuff. But it made Ham, the writer of the project, drop out because of these reasons. But thankfully, most of this movie's script was already done. I mean, filming had already started, blah, blah. All people had to do was some rewrites, extra scenes, etc. And aside from that, the only other problem with the production was that Michael Keaton, you know, the Bat, was currently typecasted as Mr. Funnyman, you know, stuff like Johnny Dangerously,
Johnny 7 Omega,
and The Squeeze.
To me now, we can't afford another tragedy in Manhattan.
So needless to say, people were skeptical that Mr. Funnyman could do Mr. Serious Man. Bat. Oh, that's a different thing. But either way, this was gonna shock people. And it did, because it was kind of fucking good.
You wanna get nuts?
I mean, you got Jack Nicholson as a Joker. It's a Tim Burton joint. Nowadays, Michael Keaton as Batman would be fucking awesome.
He's back.
Okay. Also, the soundtrack by Danny Elfman, you know, Oingo Boingo guy.
Looking for Lola.
Being one of the most iconic themes for a superhero movie I think I've heard at least ever. Good. So they rolled in the big bucks, obviously, being Warner Bros.' highest grossing film until 1996's Twister. And so Warner Bros. Called up Timmy Boy and asked for a sequel, to which he said no. They had been a bit restrictive on the content shown in the first movie, so, you know, to balance this out, they offered him full creative control. So now Timmy Boy's just all in. Michael Keaton's back in the game, and now since Tim Burton's all in, and I mean fully in, yeah, the film was critically panned for being way too dark and dour, which I like, but, you know, whatever. So now everyone wants Batman to stop trying to be super serious, despite it kinda being that, but, you know. And to be a little bit more lighthearted, you know, be a little more silly in the comic where the main character's backstory is how he was orphaned and saw his parents got shot and mugged right fucking in front of him in cold blood, but hey, this kid said that.
It was very violent. It was a total attack against kids.
And it was on a McDonald's commercial, so people saying this must be right? Right? Anyway, what on earth do you do when you want a sillier, more lighthearted Batman? Well, you bring in a Schumacher.
I thought when they first asked me if I would do a new Batman movie, I thought this will be fun. Then when we got into it, I thought I thought this isn't going to be fun. This is a big task. But the minute we started shooting, it was fun. A fantasy. It excites people because the reality police are not hanging around all the time, and you can encourage people's imagination, invention, spirit, humor. We tried to make a movie with a lot of humor in it, and
Courage now. Truth always.
Batman Forever. Is what I call the last film in the 89 series that even slightly kept the more dark, depressing light of Tim Burton's directing style. I mean, Tim Burton's on, but so is Joel Schumacher, an actually good director, I remind you.
What he said, if he gets hit with my Titleist, that's his fucking problem. Four! Five!
And he's here to make Batman, well, more this.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
Which, okay, I'll get my opinions about that later. Or not, you know, maybe right now, because you gotta understand something. Yeah, I'm a little allergic to taking things too seriously. So when I heard... Okay, well, I didn't hear about the two batshit crazy Looney Tunes Batman movies until the next one. We'll get to that one in due time. Oh, don't worry. Because that's the one I have a lot to say about. Not that I don't have a lot to say about forever. It is still a really good movie. I still like it, but I will say I enjoyed it slightly less. Just barely. And it's because, oh yeah, I have a rule. I can't hit towards my Batman and Robin section of this video unless at least a few minutes into the Batman Forever section, so... You know, let's wrap this up. They have these kind of stupid little fucking credit intros, including the main cast, and that brings us to Jim Carrey. Just let it be known he's in this movie, and while he is the best part of it, there's another one that makes it all just even better. Just stay patient.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
Yeah, only a little bit of the Tim Burton. Joel had an obligation to make things a bit cornier. I love it. 90s corniness is a special type of corniness.
Goodbye, dinosaurs.
Super Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
Got your victory dance? Well, I got it right here. Yeah.
It's kind of my favorite fucking thing in the world, to be honest. It's not exactly Marvel humor. Well, that just happened. But it's not exactly Gen Z humor, you know, the stuff I like, but I've also seen a lifetime of. So that brings me to liking white people cheesiness and how they totally thought this shit was just the coolest. We'll see more of that in Batman and Robin, but that's whatever. Do I have to bring up how I like white people corniness? Well, when worn on the OG DC Comics intended audience, nerds, find it kind of hot. Maybe that's a factor. Okay, well, you don't have to be too patient. Because the other part of this movie that helps Jim Carrey be even better than he already is the first villain to be introduced. Tommy Lee Two-Face.
She's a Two-Face. Like the Batman villain? If that helps you.
Oh, nowadays, Tommy is a bit of a villain. Now all he's got to do is dunk one half of his face in acid or purple face paint. Because I guess that's what acid to the face looks like. Okay. Hi, editor Maddie here. So after editing, well, not after editing, you know what I mean, I'm editing right now, and I had in my mind that he was a conservative, as you know, the mind I had when I was writing the script and recording it and all that, because that's how I just envisioned him, because I heard it from fucking somewhere over the rainbow. I don't actually know where I first heard it, but he's not a conservative, he's not a weirdo, he's just like a guy. He's very liberal. He's very pro LGBTQ. So like, I don't know where I got this from, but I just wanted to let y'all know. Bye bye. His reveal of the other half of his face is damn good though.
Why? Luck! Blind, stupid, simple, doodah, clueless luck!
You know, real emotion put in your soul that's not, wow, if a loser nerd said that to me in a way to impress me, I would reject him, kill him, then bring back to life to marry him. Or maybe that's just me. Don't worry, I won't put up the fetish text like I did in the, the Maddie's Young Volume 1 video. Because I kind of think you can tell.
Can't you?
Either way, he's split between his original personality of being a DA district attorney for Gotham City and the other part being evil. So think of it as he's half Dick Danger from Island Peril, My Beloved, and half Tommy Lee Jones wants to do a Joker impersonation, because that's pretty much what his character is boiled down to in Batman Forever. He's got a coin, and that plays into some stuff, you'll see, but he's practically just Joker, but only half of his face is face paint this time, so, he's suave, evil, and sarcastic. A bit like a okay, you get it. Oh, but Two-Face can wait, I guess, because this is Dr. Chase Meridian. She's a criminal psychologist. And sexy, and that's it for the most part.
I'm Chase Meridian.
She specializes in abnormal psychology, multiple personalities. I read your work. Insightful. Naive, but insightful.
I'm flattered. Not every girl makes a superhero's night table.
Maddie's not here to tell you Batman's wrong for simping for her. She is hot, but also he is a little wrong because Two-Face is currently holding a bank for ransom or whatever the fuck he's doing here.
Let's start this party
Ready with a bang!
I like the guns as goons have. They're like these weird rave Tommy guns. They sound like what I imagine a high quality version of the machine gun from Wolfenstein 3D sounds like.
Very punctual, even for his own funeral. Boys, kill the bat! Blast him! Open sesame.
But Batman's here. Do I really need to introduce fucking Batman? Oh, and the usual thing that I think people forget about Batman sometimes
is finishing the fucking video. I'm not finishing this shit. This is draft. That was draft 1 of a Batman Forever plus Batman and Robin's review video script thing. The script is all right. It's just I'm not working with this script though. I'm not working with it. I know a lot more knowledge. I'm a certified Joel Schumacher meat writer now. All right, I hate Tim Burton. I hate Batman '89. I love Batman Returns. Batman Returns peak, but you know, Batman Forever is the best movie ever made. Batman and Robin, second best movie ever made. It's kind of tied, but I'm just saying I've learned a lot more about Batman. I'm like an actual comic book reader. You know, 6 months later, things change. So you know, I got a whole fucking stack here, man. I'm fucking don't matter how much you have, whatever. Point is, I know a lot more about Batman and I know a lot more about Joel Schumacher and Tim Burton. You know, know a lot more about these movies. A lot more fun trivia or whatever the hell. So if I ever do make this, if I ever do try to write another draft of the script again, it's going to be a lot more entertaining, a lot more better, more informed, especially on the comics part. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is Madison F. The professional series is a series that I wanted to do, but I don't know if I'll still do it. I like writing scripts for it. I have a Transformers, all 5 movies, live action Bayformers movies. I love them all, and I have a full script for them. Just never got around to recording it. So, you know, I'm just sitting on a bunch of fucking material that I haven't recorded, you know, and I just gotta do it. And yeah, that's it. That's the only problem. And also I gotta record, and I also gotta like edit it. And editing, you know, I'm not efficient at editing. I'm just kind of good at it, but I'm not efficient at it. That segment right there, me editing that for like what, 2 weeks, took the wind out of me editing wise for 6 months. So it's like, fuck, you know, I gotta get better about spacing it out, you know, taking breaks and everything, you know, because, you know, you just, anyway, I'm not gonna ramble. My name is Madison Fitzgerald. Maddie F, Madison F. If there's anything I do recently, it's gonna be fan fiction. Not fan fiction, it's just fiction. So, you know, I don't know. I may start doing Swag TV stuff again just because I like making videos. I like editing videos. And I want to make them more professionally or whatever. I don't want the face cam anymore, probably because I can't do the face cam, but also because I don't, you know, I don't want to do the face cam too, but, you know, whatever. Things are just good right now. Things are good. I'm a lot happier of a person. You know, I've got a better work ethic, so in due time, in due process. Aside from that, I ain't got nothing for you. I got 2 words, but I ain't gonna say them. Anyway, bye. My name is Madison F. I sound like a boy, but I am a girl. And I love you. I love you very much. To whoever is there and also loves me back. But also, you don't need to love me back. I love you. I love you, everyone out there. I hope you're having a good day. You should eat a meal and eat a burger. Or like, I don't want to eat a burger. I'm sitting in my underwear. I'm ready to go fucking bed, bruh. I'm done. I'm done today. It's gonna be an even worse day tomorrow because it's the 5-year anniversary of Joel Schumacher dying. I'm gonna be fucking crying all day. I'm already fucking crying right now. I'm going to bed. Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye. Ta-ta. I love you. Wow, West forever. 99.9. Love y'all. I love you. Anyway, bye-bye. Madison F. Maddie F. out.